All right, morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Market Trading. I'm your host, Vays, coming to you live this Wednesday morning, the day before Thanksgiving. Let me make sure that my stream is on mute. The audio is not going to be great until I fix my audio jack in my laptop, and I have no idea when that's going to be, or buy a new laptop. Right now, I'm using my microphone's camera. And sorry, my microphone's camera. My camera's microphone. So yeah, you can complain about the audio all you like, guys. It's not going to change. I've seen comments on the YouTube videos. Okay, let's go to the charts. I'm going to do charts real quick. I got about maybe 5-10 minutes. This is going to be a quick stream. Mostly doing it because of all the Binance news. There's going to be a really good. Let me make sure I don't dox my DMs again. There's going to be a really good Twitter space. I don't know if I can make it. I have some prior commitments this morning. It starts at 10:30. It's going to start in an hour. I strongly advise everyone to jump into it. The deep dive on Binance and Kraken news with the lawyers, Jason Brett, who is likely to be at Unconfiscatable, Joe Colasari, who is likely to be at Unconfiscatable. I'm going to certainly listen to it on repeat. I'll try to jump in if possible. Hopefully this thing goes on for like 3 hours. But if I jump in at the end, I'm going to miss the whole thing. I'm not up to date on the situation. I'm more focused on the markets and the price action. I'm not really focused on the news in the markets. So it's I need to listen to that space. I don't have no comments on the Binance news. It seems to not be affecting Bitcoin all that much. Here's the weekly candle. We are simply consolidating. Early this morning, it looked really bad. This is the 4-day chart. Let's go to the daily chart. The daily chart looked really bad last night when the candle closed, went all the way down to 35.8. But today we're rallying once again. I personally don't think this is bad news for Bitcoin. Had a discussion with some friends here in Panama last night about this. They think this is bad for Bitcoin and the government takeover of Bitcoin. I personally never really liked Binance. I do like Kraken. I don't like the shitcoin casino that Kraken has gotten involved in, just like Coinbase. So I'm not a fan of that. I do like Kraken as a company in general. I always like Jesse Powell. Any changes to allocation? No, absolutely not. There's no reason to change allocation. I really wanted to see that pullback, guys. I really wanted to see that pullback. I mean, you know the reasons why the allocations took a while to develop. I don't like to chase. I don't like to rush in on fake news. Like if I didn't know the news, then yes, this would have been a 100% allocation, but it came off of fake news. And while I thought that the fake news would keep us off the lows and keep the market up, I didn't think that it would cause this massive rally. I kept continuing to wait for the pullback. The pullback never came. When would I consider lowering the allocation? Well, actually, when the long-term moving average breaks. So this is an allocation set to stay for a while, even at a loss. So the crossover between the two small moving averages would not be enough because we're not 100% invested. So I would rather buy the dip for the final 20%. If the moving averages cross over to the downside, hopefully this continues to consolidate into the halving and then jump up to the upside after the halving. Awaiting the bear trap. I don't know. Look, if this Binance news didn't even tank Bitcoin, right? It's still hanging in there. To me, this is a massive consolidated top. I can drop this line now. We can kind of drop these arrows. They're no longer necessary. And what we can start to draw is another horizontal channel. We can draw yet another horizontal channel. Like that. It looks really clean. It looks really clean. I don't like to cross any of the bodies, but something like this is a really nice looking horizontal channel. If this channel can maintain itself, until the 50 period moving average catches up to the price, that would be sweet. We had another horizontal channel at the top that caused, that surprisingly dropped to the downside before rebounding. But like I said, it was this candle. That was the fake news candle. And while I thought we can stay up, and then we had the MRI top candle that once again, was a rough candle to deal with. And then we're dealing with consolidation. Never really pulled back. Let me get rid of some of these arrows as well. They're just not necessary. And they're going to clutter my charts. This line can also be removed, no longer necessary. I'll keep the channels. What was I expecting? I was expecting a pullback into the cross, into the golden cross. Markets tend to pull back into the cross. It's rare that it did not do that. We had 2 consecutive MRI tops. And now we're consolidating, and I really like this consolidation. But I like this consolidation as well. I like this consolidation at double top, anticipating a big breakout. It didn't come. We pulled back down, and then it came later on. Short-term chart. Nothing from the MRI perspective. We had the MRI warning candle, but it didn't really amount to massive rises. Well, sorry, let me explain. I didn't say that right. The rise already happened earlier. That's why we never got the MRI candle. Stat-wise, dude, we got to do another all-you-can-eat steak outing. Or next time, go to just a steakhouse. Well, meet up in the Northeast Woods again. Unless you come down to South America, which I know you were planning to do. The GBTC discount is not changing yet, but the markets are not open. So let's see what happens when the market opens. I don't know if I'll be with you when the market opens. I got like 5 more minutes. I'm still anticipating a big reversal in natural gas later this week or next week. And oil. I'm also expecting a reversal in oil. We have an MRI. Ooh, I like this even better now. If tomorrow's candle or next week's candle puts in a nice low, or we get the new closing low today, I'm going to really enjoy that for a reversal in oil. Gold, I'm liking the gold chart. People ask me to look at the daily chart. I really like the gold chart for a breakout later. Oh, not much time left this year, so probably next year. And the S&P remains very, very high. I like that as well. However, the S&P is on a daily MRI top. Therefore, I am looking for a pullback. Look at this beautiful daily MRI buy right into an MRI sell. So those that bought the S&P right here back on October 27 can now look to their profits today. This is the type of trading you do with the MRI indicator. Tom, what's a good area for real estate in Panama? I was looking along Cinta Castera. Honestly, I would be a little careful with Panamanian real estate. I do not own real estate in Panama. I just rent. You ready? Yeah. Okay. I rent here in Panama. I did not buy. I'm a little hesitant on buying land in Latin American countries yet. Maybe El Salvador in the near future. Okay, shit coins, I don't really care. Unconfiscatable. It's only 2 weeks away, guys. It's exactly 2 weeks away. We have Thanksgiving coming up tomorrow. I'll be flying back to the US. My flight better not be delayed, or my family is literally going to destroy my private keys if I miss Thanksgiving dinner. So I will be back in, I'm going to go visit family in New York for Thanksgiving dinner. And then it will be time to head off to Vegas. Oh, wait, before I head off to Vegas, I will be at an event in South Carolina. The event will be live streamed. I wasn't even sure if they were gonna, make many announcements. But this event will be live streamed, and I will be doing some interviews. Where is the event? Oh, I got the unconfiscatable handle. Hold on. Let's go to unconfiscatable. Miss El Salvador will be joining us at Unconfiscatable, guys. You should come as well. Wait, where'd it go? This went out 9 hours ago. Here it is. The event by Ocean Mining. I will be at this event. It is taking place right after Thanksgiving. I will be going down to this event. It will be live streamed. So come and check that out. I'll be doing some interviews with the event. Looking forward to meeting Jack Dorsey and hanging out with Luke once again. Giacomo, Boomer, which is Bob Barnett, who's also coming to Unconfiscatable. Giacomo's coming to Unconfiscatable. Maybe I can convince Jack Dorsey to come to Unconfiscatable and Luke Dash to come to Unconfiscatable as well. Bitcoin Mechanic will be there as well. He recently, let me retweet this. Hold on. I'm going to retweet. Oh, I should retweet them both. Boom and boom. Repost. And Bitcoin Mechanic wrote an article about mining. Check that out as well. Right there. So I'll see him as well. It's been a while. And then I'll be off to Vegas. Okay, real quick on yesterday's video. I talked very little about your chat. I talked a little bit about on yesterday's video. Let me see. You have to go to live. In yesterday's video, I talked a little bit about Israel-Palestine, and man, did I trigger people in both directions. I triggered the pro-Palestine people so that they hate my guts, and I triggered the Zionists so that they hate my guts. So it's both sides got equally upset. This guy is just completely losing his shit. But I got some very, very good comments. This was a really awesome read. I did not know about some of this stuff. I do need to brush up on my history of the Ottoman Empire. I really, really do. I also want to brush up my history on the Austro-Hungarian Empire before World War I, because I think my last name comes from that region. And it would be really great to go and get a Hungarian passport, even though for some reason it's not as good as it used to be. So there were some really good comments. If this was a political channel, I would definitely bring Tim onto the podcast and we can discuss the history of Israel, because I do need to know a little bit more myself about the history of Israel that isn't, pure propaganda from one side or another. There's been a lot of replies to this, so it's awesome to get some engagement here. So check that out. Give your opinion. Is he right? Is he wrong? Go ahead. Try not to, completely go nuts. Apparently, several people are watching me from Mauritius. So there's 2 of you now. So go ahead and connect with each other and then maybe reach out to me on Telegram. We'll start a little group of like Tone and all the people in Mauritius that watch him. And then I do want to come visit. Maybe bring a financial summit there. The next financial summit is planned for the Maldives, but Mauritius, Seychelles, these places are not out of the realm of possibilities. All right, guys. On this note, I need to get going. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you all on the next one. I will try to sneak into that space if possible. Bye, guys. Not much to say on Bitcoin. We're consolidating. Let's see. The moment we break 37.5, I think it's going to take off to 41, 42. And only if we go below, say, 34, am I getting a little concerned.